Ford government is introducing legislation that would help police crack down on criminals who use technology to steal vehicles. CB24's crime analyst Steve Ryan joins us live with more on this. Steve.
Yeah, Jamie, good morning. The provincial government continues to show its support for law enforcement, whether that's through money, through resources, or through new legislation. And today at a press conference out in Peel Region, we heard the Minister of Transportation make an announcement with regards to new legislation they are planning to table, which will assist the police in cracking down on those who are stealing vehicles. This new legislation will allow the police, with reasonable grounds, to search a vehicle if they believe that there is evidence of a wireless device inside of that car, which is often used to steal cars from people's driveways for the most part. So this is going to be interesting as it gets to the court proceedings. And I say that because any new legislation will be challenged. Will it stand up to the rigors of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms when it comes to Section 8 of the Charter, which is people are free from any unlawful search and seizure of their property. So this will be an interesting case when it is put before the courts, but the police need reasonable grounds to believe that a device is in a vehicle before they can search it without a warrant, and that can come from their own observations, or it could come from a third party who has credible information and has passed that along to the police. Here's more from the Minister of Transportation and the Deputy Chief out in Peel Region, who we heard from earlier today. Let's listen.
To crack down on these crimes and help protect our streets, I'm pleased to announce that our government will table legislation that, if passed, will give police the authority to search for and seize the electronic devices that are intended to be used for vehicle theft. This will give police the strong tools they need to keep these devices off the streets and out of the hands of criminals.
The issue of organized auto theft is not new. It is an issue our service and our community has fought against for several years. When auto theft started to spike several years ago, we took immediate action by beginning work with our policing partners, industry stakeholders, and our provincial government. Since that time, we've had a number of successes. This has included more arrests, more charges, and more projects directed at the organized criminal networks that are responsible for targeting our community.
Typically, if a search is conducted, it's incident to arrest, and that's typically done as a pat down to make sure there's no weapons, any items of can be used as escape or evidence on that person who's arrested, or warrants are issued by a judge. And then those warrants are obviously then executed with a search warrant authorization. This is not anything to do with an arrest or to do with search warrants, so it'll be up to the officers, the first ones to lay these charges, who do a warrantless search, to articulate that for the courts, and then we'll see if in fact this will withstand the critiques of the Charter under Section 8 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Send it back to you.
Thank you so much, Steve.